So you all know I'm a huge fan of controllers. I have shown my controllers off in the past here. I've unboxed several controllers, and today we're going to take a look at another controller here. This one is going to be from Hyperkin. Now this is the third of a trio here of like replica classic controllers, Xbox controllers from Hyperkin. Originally there was the Duke controller, then they had a replica version of the Duke controller. Then they came out with the replica version of the Xbox 360, and now this here is going to be the replica version of the S controller, which is basically the Duke controller, but in Asia and in Europe, this is what they got. In North America, of course, we got the regular Duke controller. This here is the one that they got in those countries here. Now this here is actually supposed to fit better in the hands. I've never actually used one of these, but I thought this was rather interesting. I wanted to go ahead and unbox it and kind of go over it with you guys here today. I have the Duke version of this controller here. I don't have the 360 version. I was never a huge fan of the Duke controller. I thought it was a little bit clunky even at the time back in the day, but it definitely was probably the best overall controller for the Xbox itself. Now this one here, I'm curious to see how it's going to feel in the hand. Of course, you can use this on your Xbox Series S or X and the Xbox One, as well on Windows and PC as well. So let's go ahead though, let's unbox this and take a look at it a little bit closer and see what it's all about. This did release here this past week. It's available on Amazon for $49.99. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at it. Alright guys, so here we are. We got the Xbox DuchesS Hyperkin controller here. As I mentioned, it is a replica version of the S controller here. We're going to go ahead and just do a quick unboxing so you guys can go and see what this thing is all about. Again, it is the third controller in this series. There's also a white version of this as well too. It's going to run you the same amount, $49.99. So here we go. We got a controller. So I got to open up here. So 2002, wow, it's a long time ago. A Legend is Born, 2024, A New Dawn. So here we got a nice little let's game up here. Here's a nice little window. Open up and we have the controller, right? So you're supposed to have a better ergonomics as well too for the controller, for the thumbstick. So we'll go ahead and open this up. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else in the bottom here of the controller. So we do have a 10-foot USB-C 2, so in case you want to be able to go ahead and charge it or you want to use it wired, you can do so. We also have what looks to be a Hyperkin sticker right here. Thank you for the support. Let's game from Hyperkin, premium quality, it says here. And of course here is the start guide as well too, which most of us probably don't need, but it's there in case you definitely need it. So here it is though. As I mentioned, this is a replica version of the S controller, which again is like the Duke controller, but not so bulky. I don't think it's supposed to originally, feel better in the hands as well too. So when open up, we do of course have the share button and such right here. Of course your regular window buttons and stuff, and then additional buttons over here as well too. Let's go ahead and let's just take a look and see what it says. But so based on the box here, it does say it has the Hall effect sticks as well as precision impulse triggers. We'll go and turn it around here so we can kind of get a better look at things and see what exactly this is supposed to have. So Hall effect sticks supposed to help with the accuracy as well as no drift or wear. So apparently these are not supposed to have any kind of drift at all. Number 2 here, of course, is going to be the precision impulse triggers, which is going to be right here. And then we have the share button for the Xbox 4 Series X and S. Added bumpers for mirror black and white buttons. Vibration feedback for realistic experiences. A 3.5mm head jack. And then of course a detachable braided Type-C cable. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this here. We got that out of the way. So again, it does have the triggers. It feels pretty damn good in the hands as well too. It doesn't feel bad on. I don't know if these do anything or not on this particular controller. I'm not too sure, because like I said, it's supposed to be a more modern controller for your Xbox Series X and S and the Xbox One. But yeah, it actually feels pretty good in the hand. There's a 3.5mm jack. Have the triggers, and yeah, like I mentioned here, it's supposed to have a better technology for the actual thumbsticks, or it's not supposed to be any kind of drifting or anything as well too. So I'm a fan of this one here. Like I mentioned, I do have the original Duke controller. I actually think this one does feel a little bit better in the hand, so I'm a little jealous that back in the day, this is what they got versus what we got. Although the Duke controller, of course, is iconic. And I don't not like it. I love it for my Xbox, but it is a little bit harder to go back and utilize it. But this one actually feels pretty damn good. Will I be using this, on my Xbox Series X and stuff? Maybe. I do have for my Xbox Series, I do have an Astro headset, which has has a little toggle on as well here too that goes to actually connects to the bottom of the controller. That does not gonna work on this. Obviously, I have to have a 3.5 millimeter jack to be able to utilize this one here, so it doesn't have that adapter. But other than that, though, I may give it a shot and I may go ahead and use it here and there. I don't know. I just think it looks really nice, and again, it has that classic old Xbox look to it as far as the Duke controller goes. And I was really like intrigued by how this one looked, and I never used one of these before, of course, in the past, and wanted to go and give it a try and see. So again, if you want a classic look from the Xbox from back in 2002, but you want the more modern controls and such, and to use on your Series X and S. And of course, Hyperkin always makes some pretty damn good quality stuff as well too. So I definitely recommend giving this a check out. Again, at $50, we'll have to wait and see how it kind of works and such, how it feels. But from what it feels in the hand and from the way it looks and the design and everything, it is officially licensed as well too. So again, here it is, guys. The DuchesS by Hyperkin. And if you guys are interested, like I mentioned, I'll put a link down below, available on Amazon for $49.99. And as I said, there is a white version of the controller as well too. So let me know down below what you guys think here. I'll test this out and come back and let you guys know what I think of it. I just wanted to go ahead and just kind of do an unboxing and kind of show you the design and the buttons and the feel of the controller before I test it out. So again, make sure you guys do ask questions if you do, of course, or if you have any particular question you want me to answer, I'll definitely see what I can find out when I'm actually playing this. So make sure you guys like this video if you choose to, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that bell notification to get all things here on Chit Chat Gaming here on Chitty's World. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one.